I'm Kiffapotamus, and this is a Kiffapotamus, blah, a Kiffapotamus Apex update. Well, it looks like Respawn is at it again, adding another limited time mode during Season 5 for Fortune's favor, called Always Be Closing Evolved. And it's scheduled to go live August 11th, and it's going to stay in effect until August 18th. When a 7 modes Always Be Closing was actually introduced in Season 4, it was the Grand Arcade Soiree, that limited time event, if you were part of that. Always fun. That is, if you define that ring of death coming closer and closer and never stopping shrinking. So you just keep moving as fast as you possibly can to find the safest space to end up in so you can get that big old win. Respawn's kind of adding a little twist, though. You're starting with an Evo shield and a Mozambique here. You get a Mozambique shotgun. That'll be cool. And welcome our video game expert, UrbanCarnivore 1066. What do you think about the circle of death closing closer and closer?
Well, you know what, Kiffapotamus, I'm going to tell you, that's going to be a pretty sweaty game. I mean, if you drop in, all you have is an Evo shield and a Mozambique. A limited amount of time to actually grab loot, and knowing that everybody else is doing the same thing, whether it's behind you or in front of you. You're not going to really have time to hunker down, you're not really going to have time to shelter up, or necessarily find a good position, because unless you got a Pathfinder, then you can find out where that next ring closure is going to be at. But if it's just a constant closure, at the same time, I mean, it's going to be a hell of a push. It's going to be rough, it's going to be sweaty, but I think overall it'll be a very fun and exciting experience. I'm personally looking forward to it.
According to Twitter, at Apex Legends, at Play Apex, grab your running shoes and get moving, because the ring sure is. It's Always Be Closing Evolved. Drop in with a Mozambique, an Evo shield, and the rest is up to you. Always Be Closing Evolved runs August 11th through August 18th. Let's see what you got, Legends. And I don't know about you, but I'm waiting for Apex to confirm a start date for Season 6. Maybe we'll get some hints after the Always Be Closing Evolved event happens in just a few days. Unless you're watching it after August, then it's already happened. Leave in the comments below how you did. I'm sure I did wonderfully. Not. I mean, obviously there are no promises, but I mean, if Respawn kind of does what they normally do, Apex Legends Season 6 could begin August 18th. Construction signs on the World's Edge map definitely are hinting around to some map changes, and I've heard some rumors that the storytelling may also be changing. Yeah, that means map changes and little Easter eggs possibly for Season 6. Have you checked out the Sorting Factory lately? Yeah, definitely some teasers there. That crane has been moved. It was in the air and now it's on the ground, and there's a bunch of rocket thrusters around it, and there's definitely some construction signs. As for the new map, at a Shrugtall says, since people, quote, keep asking me, Olympus is a city on Sathme, and Loba's parents were killed by Revenant on Olympus. Revenant's head got teleported to Sathme. Epilogue had Ash saying, "Welcome to Olympus," pardon me. Do you need any more evidence that we're getting a new map in Season 6? And then the big question, is Ash coming? Are we going to be getting a new legend? I don't know. What do you think? Are you going to, if you've entered the bunker, you get to the bottom there and you do find the headless body of Ash. Somebody replaces her head, boots her back up, welcomes her to Olympus. So, I mean, to me, it just seems like that is what we're going to be seeing coming up in Season 6. What do you think about crossplay coming up? I've heard that they're kind of nerfing some of people who are playing on PC versus console players. But to be honest, those of us who play on consoles are kind of nerfed anyway, right? This is all part of Respawn's plan to ensure that there won't be any imbalances between consoles and PC players, and they're going to really try to just match console with console unless you're playing with a PC player and you're on a console and you just kind of want to stay in the same team. So hopefully things like that stay stay a little more solid, because those of us who do play on console versus PC, well, the best part is we don't have to deal with all this aimbot drama that I see with PC. So that's it. What do you think is going to happen? Apex Legends Season 6? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for listening. I'm Kiffapotamus, and that's a Kiffapotamus update here for Urban Carnivore Gaming.